After EA shut down Black Box Games in 2013, I was convinced the series was dead and buried. After over a decade, a sequel is dropping on September 16th, but there's one big caveat. It's going to launch in early access as a free-to-play title. I've been following the development of Skate 4 since it was announced, and the thing that surprised me the most is the sheer amount of rage the fanbase has about this game. Just look at the upvoted comments on the Skate YouTube channel and on Reddit. These people hate this game and everything it stands for, and while I understand some of the complaints, it's important to have some perspective. This Skate sequel shouldn't even exist, and it's a miracle that it does. When Black Box was shut down, the main developers responsible for the series split off to work at different studios. The two leads at Full Circle, who are the new developers, Darren Chung and Chris Parry, went to work at PopCap and Traveller's Tales. The fact that they and other series veterans have returned to create a sequel after all this time was astonishing, really. And after playing the Skate Early Access build for over 20 hours now, I can confidently say that this game doesn't deserve all the animosity it receives from Skate fans. Purely from a gameplay perspective, there is no way anyone who calls himself a fan of the series can say that this doesn't feel like Skate. The skating mechanics feel just as good as its predecessors, if not better, thanks to the new off-board mechanics that allow you to climb structures to get to areas you want to reach. That feeling you get when you find a great spot, you set up all the session markers so you can attempt the perfect line, then you go into the replay editor to find the right angles to showcase your skills. It's all there, and it's better than ever. I've spent most of my time ignoring the single player content and instead playing the game like I've played all the old ones, just doing what I want in the world. The map is also incredibly varied, featuring 4 distinct neighbourhoods that will grow over the coming months, with custom community park spots that rotate after 24 hours. Also, there's not a chance in hell that we won't see spots from the other games make their way to this map. Nostalgia bait is a large part of the live service formula. It's almost guaranteed to happen. Again, I understand where the community is coming from, especially for those who wanted a more in-depth campaign. Instead, Skate features a boring goals-based system featuring an AI robot who tells you what to do. It's a bit weird, I don't know if the robot is actually voiced by AI, but yeah, I don't really get that part. The only reason why I even bothered with the campaign was because the fast travel points are locked behind the game's progression system, forcing you to earn experience, which you can only gain from completing goals. It's fine in the way that the campaigns in the original games were just fine. No one's expecting Red Dead Redemption levels of storytelling. If the devs are going to pour their resources into any aspect of the game, the single player content is an area that doesn't need as much attention, particularly during the early access period. One of the big concerns in the community is the idea that this game could be randomly shut down by EA one day, just like The Crew, Multiverses or X-Defiant. And while that is technically true, it's also very unlikely, because the difference between Skate compared to those games is that the Skate is actually good. It's not some average game, it is genuinely up there with the best in its genre, even in this work in progress state. EA knows exactly what they signed up for because this is an established series. They know the sales numbers of the old games, they know how many people played online back then, and they know how much money they could make from microtransactions. Whether you like it or not, this is the state of gaming in 2025. The biggest games in the world are free to play, accessible for everybody, and they're constantly evolving. And on top of that, the multiplayer focus really does suit Skate. There were plenty of times when I was going for a specific line, only for random skaters to notice my session markers, set theirs in the same spot, and go for the same line. There's no collision, so other players can't interrupt what you're trying to do, but you can feel their presence, and even without talking, you can appreciate what everyone around you is trying to do. Now, I don't skate in real life, but this seems an awful lot like the skate culture that everybody seems to be clamoring for. Isn't this the whole point? And touching on skate culture, this is one of the big pain points for the community, namely the idea that Skate doesn't cater towards enough actual skaters in terms of the art direction, cosmetics, and the live service systems. Again, to reiterate the modern gaming point from earlier, this is the state of the industry right now. You want to know why Valve hasn't made another Portal or Half-Life game in years? It's because Counter-Strike and Dota make more money than single player games. Why does Activision keep adding horrible cartoon skins to Call of Duty even though the community seemingly hates them? Because people buy them. The old skate games aren't going anywhere. No one can take them away from you. In the same way that people who prefer realistic shooters don't have to play CS, there are other games out there to fill that niche. And I get it, this isn't the exact sequel I wanted either, but it's infinitely better than nothing that we had for a decade. I can understand the hate more if the game sucked, but it doesn't. Real skate fans will know this as soon as they get their hands on it. So, is the skate community ungrateful? Yes. Obviously, not all skate fans are bad. There's definitely a portion of the community who are never going to be happy once it was revealed that this was going free to play. It kind of reminds me of that one meme of the Modern Warfare 2 group on Steam, of the people that like boycotted the game but then you could see everybody in the group was playing it. There is absolutely nothing like skate, and if you want to experience anything like it these days, you're just going to have to deal with it.